Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're looking at one of the most unexpected comebacks in recent automotive history. It's quirky, it's charming, and it's got a legacy like few others. Say hello to the 2025 Citroën 2CV, a thoroughly modern reimagining of a true icon. Now, before you jump to conclusions, no, this isn't just a retro throwback. Citroën has pulled something quite special here, blending heritage, personality, and modern technology in a way that's uniquely French. And frankly, kind of brilliant. Let's start by taking in the design. From the front, it's impossible to mistake this car for anything else. The 2CV's unmistakable round headlights have been reborn in a sleek LED format that still feels nostalgic, almost like a wink to the past. The double chevron grille floats proudly between them, minimalist but expressive. The sculpted hood has those classic ridges running down the center, a subtle tribute to the corrugated steel look of the original. And while the bumper is much more integrated and flush now, there's still a hint of that utilitarian aesthetic in the detailing, especially around the lower air intake. The daytime running lights wrap around with a gentle curve, almost smiling at you. It's not trying to be aggressive, it's inviting, approachable, even playful. Swinging around to the side, the proportions are where things really get interesting. This isn't a huge car, think slightly bigger than a Fiat 500, but it feels taller and more upright, just like the original. There's a strong belt line running across the doors, and the roof arches gently in that iconic dome shape. Citroën has cleverly used plastic cladding around the wheels and lower sills to give it a slightly rugged, off-road ready vibe, a nod to the old days when 2CVs would bounce along muddy farm roads. And speaking of wheels, they've gone with simple steelies. Yes, actual steel wheels with retro hubcaps wrapped in relatively chunky tires. It looks cool, it looks intentional, and it totally fits the vibe. Now the rear is probably the most modern part of the design. You've got slim vertical taillights with a 3D LED pattern that looks fantastic at night. The rear hatch is wide and opens upwards, making the trunk surprisingly accessible. There's a soft plastic panel on the bumper that gives it that utilitarian touch again, and the Citroën badge is nice and prominent in the center. One really cool touch: the license plate is off to one side, just like the original. Little things like that show Citroën really paid attention. Climb inside, and this is where retro charm meets unexpected innovation. The interior of the 2025 Predictive Privé 2CV is deceptively simple, and I mean that in the best way. The dashboard is an homage to the original. A flat panel with circular vents and a centrally mounted display that handles all your infotainment needs. But here's the kicker: it's not over-designed. No glossy piano black, no fake carbon fiber. Just textured recycled materials, soft woven fabrics, and exposed bolts. It feels eco-conscious, refreshingly honest, and incredibly French. The steering wheel is a single-spoke design, just like in the old days. The seats, oh man, the seats are the star of the show. They're suspended hammock-style seats with visible fabric tensioners, inspired directly by the original 2CV, but they've been modernized with memory foam and breathable materials. Incredibly comfy and spacious. Absolutely. The high roofline gives you this amazing sense of airiness, and legroom is surprisingly generous for a car this size. Even rear passengers won't feel cramped performance-wise. Let's talk tech. The 2025 2CV comes in both electric and hybrid versions. The base model is a small electric motor putting out around 80 horsepower, nothing crazy. But with instant torque and a sub 1,000 kilograms curb weight, it feels zippy around town. You'll get about 220 miles of range on a full charge, which makes it a very solid daily driver. There's also a plug-in hybrid version that combines a small 3-cylinder petrol engine with an electric assist. perfect for people who still need a bit of range flexibility. Now, is this car fast? Not at all. But that's not the point. The suspension is where the magic happens. Just like its predecessor, the 20252CV is engineered for comfort over speed. The ride is soft, almost floaty, with long travel in the suspension and a tendency to lean into corners. You'll either love it or think it's a little too plush, but in a world of stiff, over-tuned crossovers, it's a breath of fresh air. One of the most surprising elements here is the acoustic isolation. This car is remarkably quiet for what it is. Citroën has clearly put a lot of thought into sound dampening and cabin refinement, especially for the EV version. It hums along peacefully, even on rough pavement. As far as pricing goes, Citroën is aiming squarely at the affordable urban market. In Europe, the entry-level electric model starts at around 21,000 euros, with higher trims and hybrid versions topping out around 27,000 euros. That's very competitive, especially when you factor in the included tech: adaptive cruise control, wireless, Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, lane keeping assist, and even a panoramic sunroof on the top-spec version. If you're considering one, here's my suggestion. Go for the EV version if your lifestyle is mostly city-based or suburban with access to regular charging. It's fun, light, and extremely cost-effective to run. But if you're someone who still enjoys the occasional road trip or lives a little further from charging infrastructure, the hybrid variant adds that peace of mind without sacrificing the character. Now, is the 20252CV for everyone? Definitely not. If you're after aggressive styling, track-level handling, or huge cargo space, this isn't the car for you. But if you're looking for something with personality, sustainability, comfort, and a heavy dose of nostalgia without being a gimmick, then Citroën may have just built your next car. It's rare to find something this unique in a market flooded with look-alike SUVs. And that's it for today's in-depth look at the 2025 Citroën 2CV. Let me know in the comments what you think. Would you drive this little legend reborn? Make sure to like if you enjoyed the video, subscribe for more honest car reviews, and hit the bell so you don't miss what's coming next. Thanks for watching, stay curious, and I'll catch you in the next one.